video, How to Use Chrome Bookmarks, is in playlist How to Use the Chrome Browser. It shows how to save, use, and organize bookmarks in Chrome browser version 63 for Windows 10. Please note, the previous Chrome videos for Windows 7 version 29 of the Chrome browser are now in a playlist named How to Use the Chrome Browser Windows 7 version 29. The ones in the video you're now watching are for version 63 for Windows 10. This is a Tom's Tech Notes video. There are over 200 computer help and hobby videos on my channel page. If the video you are watching is part of a series, you should watch the series videos in order from the playlist on the channel page. To visit the channel, you can type this URL into your browser. You can search for TOMSTDA. The Google search works much better than the other searches. If they appear in your video window, you can click my name, Thomas Wallace, my photo, or a clickable link. To be notified when videos are added or updated to the channel, click the red subscribe button and request email notification. Here's how to save a bookmark. First, open the website you want to save a bookmark for. The hollow star shows that there is no current bookmark for that website. There are several ways to create a bookmark. I'm going to give you the easiest to create a new bookmark. You could drag it down onto the bookmarks bar, but then you'd have to rename it to shorten the name. So let's just show you the easier way to do that. Click the star. That does two things. It bookmarks the website in the location shown in this box, and it opens this pop-up for editing the bookmark. If you're going to put it on the bookmarks bar, which is what I recommend, click the arrowhead, select bookmarks bar. Also shorten the name to one you can remember that's short. So what I would suggest you call, since it's the Lopez Lake weather, just call it LLW. Then click done. Now there's a shortcut on the bookmarks bar for LL weather right here. And of course, to open it later, all you do is you click that icon to open that website. If there's already a bookmark, as there is now because we just created it, when you open that website, the star is blue and solid, and you can click it to edit the bookmark. Again, you can change the name if you need to, or you can change the location. You can change the location to any existing folder by clicking this arrowhead and choosing from the list of existing folders. The problem with this is it doesn't show the hierarchy of those folders. Some of those folders are in some of the other folders. It's easier if you're going to move the bookmark from one folder to another. Instead of clicking this, click Edit. That shows the hierarchy of the bookmarks folders, and you can specify the location by clicking within the hierarchy. So for instance, if I wanted to put Lopez Lake weather in my newest folder, I'd click it, and then I'd click Save. If I wanted to add a new folder here, all you do is you select an existing folder that you want to put the new folder in. And let's say I have folder under Other. That means it's under Other Bookmarks. So let's say we wanted to put it under that folder. We'd click New Folder. And there we are with the new folder. We can specify the name. And then when we click Save, it will save the bookmark to the current web page in the new folder we create here. So you can right-click any folder on here and select Delete. If you want to open a bookmark that you've buried in the folder hierarchy on Chrome, there's an easy way to do it if you remember the name. I've created a bookmark for the Nipomo weather page. Watch what happens when I start to type the name of that bookmark, which is NWTH. At this point, it has suggested this bookmark, which has a star to show that it is one of my bookmarks, and here it shows the name of that bookmark. It is NWTH. The H isn't highlighted because I haven't typed it yet, and once I do, the whole thing is highlighted, and this can be clicked to open that bookmark. So again, if you remember the name of a bookmark that you've saved not on the bookmarks bar. It's in a folder in the Chrome Bookmarks. If you start typing the name of that bookmark, you will reach a point at which it suggests the bookmark. It'll show you the name of the bookmark, and it'll star it to show you that it is one of your bookmarks. If you click that suggestion line, it will open that bookmark. There's the Nipomo weather. For the next example, I'm going to move the favorite for Lopez Lake weather into a different folder. So I'll click the star, and I'll just move it into one of the other folders. My newest folder. And I'll open another website. If you can't remember the folder later and you want to open it, and it isn't on the bookmarks bar, which is why I recommend you put it on the bookmarks bar, click the customize symbol, hover over bookmarks, open the Bookmarks Manager. Now, you need to navigate through the hierarchy of folders to find your folder. Now, one thing you want to remember is these arrowheads show whether or not that folder has been expanded. Now, we know that I just put that bookmark in my newest folder, but let's say you don't quite remember the name of this, you don't quite remember where it was, and the last time you used this thing, you compressed the listing. This tells you which ones have been compressed. So, for instance, if you click this arrowhead points to the right, it will expand the folder, show you what's in it. It's no, not in there. Okay, let's compress it again. New folder, let's try that. New folder 2, let's try that. Ah, there's my newest folder. And click it, then it shows what's in it, and sure enough, there's our Lopez Lake weather. So this is the easiest listing to use to find a shortcut that you know you have, but you're just not quite sure where it is or quite sure what the name is. And let's go back and repeat how we got here. And one nice thing is, once you've expanded these, Chrome remembers which ones were expanded, so the next time you use it, they'll still be expanded. So let's close this display. And to repeat, I want to open Lopez Lake weather, but I'm not quite sure what I call the shortcut. So I click the customize symbol. I hover over bookmarks. I click Bookmarks Manager. Now I have my hierarchy list. And since I left it expanded last time, which is probably what you should always do, I happen to remember that the shortcut's in my newest folder, so I click my newest folder. It shows me what's in there, and sure enough, there's my Lopez Lake weather. You can also use the Bookmarks Manager to rearrange the hierarchy of the bookmarks folders. All you have to do is drag them around. You can drag one folder into another. If you have a folder opened, you can drag one of the folders in it out of the folder into another folder. There is another way to find a bookmark if you at least remember the folder containing the bookmark. If you click Other Bookmarks, which is by default appears on your bookmarks bar, it will show you the folders under Other Bookmarks, but you've still got to remember the hierarchy. So I do happen to remember it was a new folder, and it was in new folder 2, and if you hover over them in the right order, it'll expand all the way out. And there's my newest folder, and there it is. But see, that's a very awkward way to find a bookmark if you don't quite remember what it was. Almost better if you just start all over with a Google search for Lopez Lake weather. Now, the gist of all this is, if you're going to save a bookmark, I strongly recommend you save it on the bookmarks bar. And the other alternative, which is the one I use, every few months, create a custom homepage that has bookmarks on it for all the websites you commonly visit. This saves me an immense amount of time browsing. 99 times out of 100, when I open the browser, I want to go to one of the links on this page. And there are more. I just have it set so that it's not showing them all. The way to set this up, it's not easy. It'll take you an hour or two the first time. Strongly recommend it. It saves a lot of time browsing. Notice there are categories. Here's my news sites I visit. Here's the websites I visit that aren't news sites. Here's the banking sites. And here's where I shop. Very fast way to go to those websites. Now, how to create a home page. I have a video series, how to create a browser home page. It shows how to create a custom home page like this one using only the Internet Explorer browser and the Notepad editor. Those are free. Those are part of Windows 10. The home page can then be used with all your browsers. That's the home page stored in your computer. If you upload your home page to your free website provided by most internet service providers, and you'll probably want to check with them how to do that, you can use the home page for all your computers, including your portable devices. And that's what I do. If you look at this address up here in the address box, that's the address of my personal web page on Charter's website. Doesn't cost anything and lets me open this page from my iPad, my smartphone, and all the browsers in my computer. I strongly recommend that method. And again, you can create this home page. It's not easy. The first time you do it, it'll take you an hour or two. You use the Internet Explorer browser, not the Edge browser. You use the Internet Explorer browser, which you can get to through the Edge browser if you don't have a shortcut on your desktop for it. Edge has an option to open a website in the Internet Explorer browser. So you use the Internet Explorer browser to output its favorites. And the video series shows how to create the favorites file that has all these things in it. In other words, this is the name of a folder. In that folder, I have all these shortcuts. And here's a folder and all these shortcuts. When you export the favorites from Internet Explorer, you get a listing which you have to edit with the Notepad editor. Once you do that, you'll have a web page that looks like this. As I said, it takes an hour or two to do it, but it saves me probably hours a week in my browsing or surfing on the internet. That's the end of this video. Once again, here are several ways to visit the Tom's Tech Notes channel page.